So sharpening spatial filters, we'll see the foundation, the Laplacian operator, and unsharp masking, also the Haibos filtering. Then using the first order derivative for non-linear image sharpening, that is the gradient. The sharpening spatial filters, these first order derivative df by dx of one dimensional function fx is the difference fx plus 1 minus fx, while the second order derivative of fx is the difference of fx plus 1 plus fx minus 1 minus 2fx. This is del 2f by del x2. This is the illustration of the first and second derivatives of a 1D diagonal function representing the a section of a horizontal intensity profile from an image. And you can see that, let me show you first. So this is your a to c figure. In these three figure, you can see that the points are joined by dashed lines. They are for just for visualization aid. But let us start from this first one. So this is the intensity. First we have constant intensity, then there is a intensity transition. So there is a ramp. Then again the intensity remains constant for some time. Then again a ramp in the inverse direction. So not a ramp, but because you don't have much of these values here. But after that it becomes constant. This is clear by the numbers also. So as I said that this is the first and second derivative of a 1D diagonal function representing a section of a horizontal intensity profile for an image. So if I take this image and just go on horizontally picking up the values, here the dn values or the intensity values. See, from this point, this is 6 until this point. For this scan line, the value is 6. That is, you can understand or consider it to be a digital number. And in this case also you find these numbers which goes down to 1. It remains constant for 1. Then it jumps up to 6. Then it remains constant up to 6. So what is the first derivative? The first derivatives are these values. And I just suggested you what relation they are going to follow. That is fx plus 1 minus fx. And for second derivative, you will use these. fx plus 1 plus fx minus 1 minus 2fx. So applying that, the first derivative will be these numbers and the second derivative will be these numbers. Just put these values in your expression, you will get it. Now let us see the first derivative and second derivative results. The first derivative, as you see, 0 0, then it goes to minus 1. This is the first derivative. Okay, then it goes up to 5, then comes to 0. This is the first derivative. And what about the second derivative? Second derivative is like this, shown by the boxes. Okay, so this is the first derivative and second derivative. Then we come to the spatial filters, sharpening spatial filters, and the Laplacian operator will see the second order isotropic derivative operator, which is the Laplacian of a function, say image fxy. So this is given by inverted triangles shown by the symbol. So del square of f will be del square f x square plus del square f del y square. And in this case, del square f del x square is similar to what I just showed you, that we are using fx plus 1 comma y plus fx minus 1 comma y minus 2 fxy. But in the case of the del f for y, this will be fx y plus 1 fx y minus 1 minus 2 fxy. So this del square f can be written as fx, means you can add these two. This will be given by adding these two. So this is the relationship. Now this is the sharpening spatial filters, which is the Laplacian operator. So as you can see here, this is the filter mask used. This is just a simple filter mask. If you add this value, they will come to be 0 if you combine these values sum up. This is the mask used to implement an extension of the equation which we have just seen. That includes the diagonal rows also, diagonal terms also. And this one, these two, these are the implementation of the Laplacian found frequently in practice. These two are frequently used. These are Laplacian operator, which are the sharpening spatial filters. So this Laplace operator image sharpening in the way of using the Laplacian is like this. This is the original image. We apply C and then the Laplace. So fxy is the input image. gxy is the sharpened image. C is equal to -1 and 1. It takes two value. And which filters you are using. I just showed you certain filters. This is a blurred image. Now this one is the Laplacian without scaling. This one is Laplacian with scaling. This one is the image sharpened using the mask, the previous mask, and this is the with the other mask. So two masks we have used. There was one mask with 1 and -4, and the other one was -1 -1 -1 and 8 between, like this. So applying these, you see that how you can sharpen the image. Now we come to the unsharp masking and high boost filtering. Unsharp masking means sharpening images which consist of subtracting an unsharp, that is smooth version of an image with the original image. It is used in printing and publishing industry. What are the steps? First, we blur the image. You have an image, you blur it first. We subtract the blurred image from the original, and we add the mask to the original now. And this is unsharp masking. And high boost filtering means if this fxy, you can consider it to be a cap, denote a blurred image. Then the unsharp masking will be the blurred image is subtracted by the initial image, that is the G mask xy. Then add a weighted portion of the mask back to the original. Means this is the original image. We add the weighted mask back to the original image. If this k is greater than 1, the process is referred to as high boost filtering. Let us take the figure example. This is the illustration of say mechanics of unsharp masking. So first one is the original signal. This one is the blurred signal with original. This original also you can see, which is in the dashed above reference. This one is the unsharp mask, and this is the sharp masked signal obtained by this C2A, doing C2A. Again, this is unsharp masking and high boost filtering example. This is the original image. This is the result of blurring with the Gaussian filter. This is the unsharp mask, and this is the result of using unsharp masking, and this is the result of using high boost filtering. So you can see how clear this image is. And image sharpening, which is based on first order derivatives for function say fxy, the gradient of f at coordinates x and y, the gradient is nothing but the slope, as we can see it, is defined as del f, which is the gradient of f gx by gy, del f by del x, del f by del y, if we represent in the matrix form. So the magnitude of this del f is given by under root gx square plus gy square. So this is the gradient image, which is given by the magnitude of delta. The magnitude is given by this expression, and this is nothing but equivalent to mod of gx plus mod of gy. So if this is these are the values z1 to z9, this is nothing but mxy is equal to z8 minus z5 and z6 minus z5. Okay, this is how we get these values, and applying this we can get many filters. So this is Roberts cross gradient operator. In this zn z9 minus z5, this is cross gradient operator. And now z8 minus z6, that is this one, cross gradient operators. Sobel operator says what? This is a way it has been taken for see z7, z8 and z9. This row, last row with the first row subtracted. Then again this z3 last column with the first column. See, making these z2, z4, z8 and z6 twice. This is the Sobel operator. This is the image sharpening based on first order derivative. So first is we can have a 3 by 3 region of an image. You can take any region. These z, assume them to be our intensity values. Now these two, they are Roberts cross gradient operator, cross gradient, and these two are the Sobel operators. And see Sobel operators, first rows, and then these are the columns. So all the mass coefficients sum to 0 as expected of a derivative operator always. This is the you can see the optical image of contact lens, and you see the defects on the boundary. You can see the defects at the boundary. And now this is the Sobel gradient. We apply Sobel gradient so that you can see the edge also, and these artifacts are also gone. See, these artifacts. So combining these spatial enhancement method, the idea is to enhance the image by sharpening it and by bringing out more of the skeleton detail as you see here. This is the image of whole body, that is a bone scan, and this figure is the Laplacian of A, Laplacian of this one, and then sharpened image obtained by adding these two and then applying the Sobel gradient. See how clear this picture is. One more example, combining spatial enhancement methods. First we combine the spatial enhancement method of different variations. Now this is the combining or combination of spatial enhancement methods. This is this most Sobel image smoothed with a 5 by 5 averaging mask, and this is the mask image formed by the product of previous. We have seen the previous C result and this E, this result. Okay. Now we have the sharpened image obtained by the sum of A and F. That means this one and the first one which we took. And this H is the result obtained by applying power law transformation to this G. You can compare that wherever you want, these figures or these values can be easily found out. So this is just an overview of letting you know that what all exists in DIP. So thank you so much. Take care.